And we are live.
Hey everyone, what is going on?
How is everybody doing this fine day, this Tuesday?
Tuesday.
We'll give everybody a few minutes to come in here.
We're just going to go over some of the things with the channel and tell you what's going on and what's going on tonight and today. So, thought we'd talk about a little bit about that and some things that we plan on doing, a little bit better. And some news about movies that we're going to react to this month and in the future months. So, that's some of the things we're going to definitely be talking about.
Yes, we have some awesome ideas of, what we're going to have going over on our Patreon page.
Yes.
We have some... Hi, Armani.
Hey.
Hello. We have some stuff going on. We are going to be starting a new thing where we react to movies.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
we
gonna
have
be a good
we
time.
have over on Duo Crew more movies on the other channel, but on this channel we're going to be incorporating movie night as well into some of our reactions.
So we're going to start off next month in March. So we're going to be watching one movie a month live with everybody. So
Spider-Man, No Way Home this month.
Yep, and we're also, at the end of this month, we're also going to be reacting to Spider-Man, No Way Home. So if you are not a patron, you're going to want to be a patron this month because No Way Home.
Yes.
And we will be live reacting to it whenever it's made available on the streaming service.
Definitely one of our favorites.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to that, especially me. I know I am. Something I also want to bring up is we have been tossing around doing Lord of the Rings, which me and Lacey has not seen, nor do we know anything about it.
Other than like memes that we've seen.
We did get a trailer. That's as far as we went. We did get a trailer. Our group said, this one would be safe to watch. We did watch it. We did like it.
Yes.
I really liked that it did have a Game of Thrones feel to it.
I did not watch the trailer.
You didn't. That's right.
I did not watch the trailer. I know, like, back when it was coming out that I had obviously probably seen the trailer then, but I honestly don't really remember anything about it. I know Elijah Wood is in it. I know he's like a little, like, hobbit or something. And
yeah, I didn't even know that.
He's got big feet.
Oh.
And Gandalf, you shall not cross. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But yes, so we know very little about Lord of the Rings. I think we just kind of...
Well, what I wanted to say about it was
okay.
I really liked the scenery in it.
Oh,
the scenery looked amazing, and it did. Of course, with Game of Thrones, I liked the horses. I liked some of the old timey things in there. I thought that was really cool. I love the backdrop.
I know that it was filmed in New Zealand, so maybe that's why. New Zealand is a very beautiful country. So
yeah, I mean, I'll get to see more of it soon.
So starting probably the beginning of March.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
in the beginning. Yep.
In the beginning of March, we will be reacting to Lord of the Rings, the first movie. I guess what's that? The Fellowship of the Ring, I think. I don't know the names very well. I know the Two Towers is one, and I know there's another one. But yeah, so the first one we will be reacting to at the start of March. So within the first week of March. So make sure you're a patron if you want to see that. And then also, and then every month after that, we'll be watching one movie. So March, the first movie. April, the second movie.
And then
May, the third movie. And then basically that'll give us a whole month or so.
Because movies
to edit,
do take...
Yeah, because the editing process does, and since this is kind of an extra thing.
Mm-hmm. You may have to cut it into parts.
It'll probably... Yeah. They're very long movies, I know, so they'll be cut into parts, and then they'll be up on YouTube for people to see by the end of that month.
Yeah, so we'll see it in the first. It'll come on YouTube at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And that'll give us plenty of time and leeway to work on this project. Because I know I heard the fandom is very loyal and they really enjoy the Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna have to be honest. I'm a little skeptical. I have stayed away for a reason because
I'm a little skeptical as well.
I've
but
never
I'm
been
open to it.
well, I've never been open to wizardry and stuff of that nature. But Game of Thrones did introduce me into something that I've opened my mind to a lot of stuff that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not reality per se, but it's very good. So I'm excited. I am
Yeah.
excited to get into it. I'm nervous because I hope that I enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. I really do.
I hope.
And I'm scared.
I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit skeptical about it. I did have, like, ever since it first came out, I had, I guess, put it in a little box in my brain where I was like, this movie's too long. It's not my genre. It got put in a box in my brain and then, like, put in the way back, like,
Right.
I just kind of forgot about it and never really thought about it again. So.
And I don't know how many times since, the channel's induction, 3 years ago, how many times I've read, watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And we have some good people in our group, and they've definitely got us thinking this is going to be good.
Hi,
So-
Gustavo.
Gustavo!
And so tonight also we have a pretty big schedule for tonight. We were gonna watch 2 episodes of Peaky Blinders,
Yes, so
and it's the last 2 episodes of season 5. So it's
Mhm.
gonna catch us up with Peaky Blinders. We're watching that live tonight,
and then
starting at
caught up.
5:30.
We'll be
so
caught
in
up with
1
all
hour.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tonight we've got a big schedule for our live reactions. 2 episodes of Peaky Blinders to catch us up. Finale, which is going to be awesome. Another episode of Lost. And an episode of The 100.
Yes.
So that's all going to be live tonight, starting in
And
1 hour at 5:30.
And something we're going to change up because a lot of you losties out there has said that, we cut and then we go, into our Zoom and talk. And I want to explain that a little bit. We are going to change that. We
Yeah.
are going to change the ending discussion. We hear you loud and clear. Typically, when I get out of a Lost episode, I have to step away and let things kind of sink in, like seasoning.
Like seasoning.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then I'm good. I'm good to talk about it. But so many things happen and so many characters are involved in an episode, and I'm enjoying the ride of it, but I need about 5 to 10 minutes to kind of let it sink in, and then I need to come back and talk. So I heard you loud and clear.
Yeah, Steve does need a little bit of time, especially after the Lost episodes, for processing. And lately we've been kind of, not all of them, but some of them have been kind of shortened, our after discussions.
And we said we were going to come back and talk about it, and then we get lost
And
in
then
Lost.
We get lost in Lost.
Where we left off.
So we have been hearing your guys' criticisms about that, and we are going to change that. And
Yep.
And
thank you for that.
And
we need to
make
hear
our after discussions a little bit more.
Yeah, we need to hear.
Yes,
If
yes.
there's something that
We're open to constructive
look,
criticism.
she's never going to change talking through a video. Get that through your head. It's going to happen. I enjoy it. I love that she's as animated as she is during it, and I like that. I can hear everything
You guys
just
would
fine.
be surprised. You guys would be shocked at how many people in the comments say, "This girl over here, she talks too much. Shut your mouth." Like, I'm like, what? Isn't that what you guys are wanting to watch? Is how we...
I
our
enjoy it, and
reactions
it's not
to-
going to change. That part's not going to change. We enjoy what we're doing. Obviously, 3 years into this, we're, and this being our biggest year because we have so many shows. Guys, do you realize that soon we're going to be doing The Walking Dead again? Like it's on her birthday. We're going to be here on her birthday with our friends and you and watching The Walking Dead. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to be having fun with that. And the discussions we're going to have and the theories, we're going to be running through it all. We may build a whole new team for our zombie apocalypse. I don't know. We may
Who knows what we're going to do.
I'm going to have a lot of fun with this season. So, yeah, I cannot wait. You know, Stranger Things is coming back. We have the House of the Dragons, guys. I mean,
Steve is really excited about House of the Dragon, you guys. Like,
I'm going through the frickin' roof right now.
He will talk about House of the Dragon. Like, you guys really, like, if you guys don't know about our Patreon, you need to come over to our Patreon because we're literally live over on our Patreon, like,
every night.
Almost every night, if not every night.
Yep.
And Steve will go on tirades about House of the Dragon, about...
Not only me. It's, you know, people that are passionate about it, we're talking about it because we're excited about this. I mean, come on, HBO, let's go. You know, give us the date. We've heard that it could be around April 3rd that it comes out. That might be to throw people off or whatever.
We don't know for sure.
But there might be some truth to it. So, fingers crossed, in April we'll be doing it.
Hi, Leon Jones, watching from my car in Tesco Car Park.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Good to have you.
Yes. Thanks for joining, Leon.
Yeah, and we also wanted to come on to do this live stream just to answer any questions that you guys may have, like do a quick little Q&A, since we have like a little bit of time before we are going to be on a little bit of a watching binge.
Yeah, we'd like to interact with you here. We want to do this a lot more. Obviously, last week we had a live stream, you know, but we want to interact. We want to, you know, tell you, you know, come over and join us during these discussions because these are the times we really get to hear you. And tonight, you know, come on in, you know, join up, come visit with us because we get to know you and understand, you know, like your likes and dislikes of, you know, some of the shows it's just a lot of fun. I went on and on about that.
Andy Pickle says he's from middle of nowhere, Texas.
I wonder where middle of nowhere is because I love Texas. I love Texas, Andy.
Waco?
That's where I spent my
I don't know.
My 20th birthday this year. Was in Texas. She's a lot older than me. I like the older women.
Okay, sorry, I glitched out a little bit there. Okay. Luke Walsh wants to know, have we ever watched Sons of Anarchy? No, we watched the pilot episode of Sons of Anarchy.
Loved it.
Yeah, we watched the pilot episode that is available on our Patreon page. It was part of our pilot nights that we were doing.
Trying to decide what our next show is going to be after Lost. And that was one of the shows that we watched for pilot night. We ended up choosing Ozark. But Sons of Anarchy was high up on that list for both of us because it was such a great pilot. If you want to see our reaction to that, go over to Patreon. It is available over there. Yeah.
Donald, thank you so much.
Patrick is almost 7 months old and happy. That's awesome.
And they just got over COVID-19.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad you're over it.
Yeah, glad you're over that. Yeah.
We need some pictures, Donald. I need to see some pictures, bud. I know you're a proud dad, so them were the most amazing days of my life.
We got Purple Rican from Olaf from Puerto
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I was almost down there at one time. Then you guys had some big freaking power outage, and I had to go to San Antonio. So,
anytime.
Thank you, Michael, for giving me that information, so I didn't go during a blackout in Puerto Rico.
Steve had his plane ticket booked.
Heck yeah, I did.
And everything, and then the night before, we found out that there was a huge power outage, and like a bunch of Puerto Rico was down in power, and we were like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, in Houston? Yes.
Houston?
Yeah, okay, I was reading L, yeah. I'm from the UK. We got another, another...
Derek Dana, do you think Rick Grimes will be back for the last part of season 11?
Good question.
That is a good question.
You know what? I can answer it right now. Absolutely, we are gonna. It is gonna happen, and I'm telling you right now, if he comes back, I may go through the frickin' wall. I might go through this wall.
I feel like if he does come back, it'll be in like the last episode, and it'll only be like a teaser.
No,
like him
no.
popping up and being like, "Hey, Michonne," or like I don't know, like
You know,
something
you could
weird.
be right. I could see that happening,
And
but
then that's the end, and then you have to go watch the Rick Grimes movies. You know what I mean? That's what I see happening.
Well, yeah. I think that there's going to be a hook, but I think they're going to hook you a little deeper. The Walking Dead just didn't do this fly-by-night thing. This is, like I said, when I went into this, I thought, oh, this is going to be a zombie shit. Like, it's just going to be not good. And here we are, gave it a chance, and here we are with you guys at the moment. Yeah, Rick Grimes is my man.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be back, especially, I think the last 2 episodes, actually. And I think it's going to give you little things into Rick, but not enough. And it's going to bite us into a whole new, spin of Rick Grimes' movie and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Cliff wants to know, have you seen all of the previous Spider-Man movies? We're actually doing those in a watch, because we do so many watch parties over on our Patreon page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're part of that tier, like, almost every night we're watching something, a movie, we're playing games, we're watching shows. And Spider-Man movies, we watched the first 2.
Yes.
The first 2 Tobey Maguire movies in a watch party already. And we do have the last Tobey Maguire movie, and then the 2 Andrew Garfield movies.
Right.
To watch in a watch party.
Which is
we
not a
will
problem.
be doing that at some point this month before the new No Way Home Spider-Man. Before we watch that.
Yeah, and that's going to be this month. So
we'll post on Patreon like
when we do it live.
Yeah, and we'll try and give you guys like at least 24 hours notice that, hey, this day, this time, we're going to be doing a watch party to watch more of the Spider-Man movies. So
yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe. There might be a post. We might make a video before that. We'll probably go live and let you guys know as well. So pay attention to that. We would love to have you. Because we get excited to talk about it, and we love to talk about this live with you guys after the shows. We love it. I mean, yeah.
AR-15 is asking about El Camino.
Oh, that's crazy you asked that. We have seen that.
We have seen that. We have a full reaction over on our Patreon. We just don't have the time to edit it down right now for YouTube. So if you want to see our reaction to that, you will have to be a patron. But
it's done.
We have watched it.
It's just the movies. Everyone just understand it does take a bit. And we are doing some reorganization within the channel as well to kind of alleviate that, and we're working towards it, so it's going to get better throughout the year.
We'll have more content. We'll be able to provide more content soon.
Right.
It's just going to take a little time to get there.
Yeah.
And I like what you said. She said, I agree. I said that we would see Judith with her back to us, and a man appears and says Judith, and she turns around and we see Rick, and then it ends there.
Who said that?
Elle.
I just got goosebumps because that was like reading poetry. That's
what I'm saying. It's going to be like just a split second.
That.
It's going to be like they're not going to overdo it with the whole Rick thing. They're going to give you just enough to be like, oh shit, I have to go see them movies now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And Elle, she's also, she does, some of her video content. She's been to the Walking Dead site in Georgia, like almost every year.
Yeah,
and
we went last year.
She was our expert tour guide.
She was our tour guide, yeah.
Took us everywhere. Like, we were out in the middle of freaking nowhere, and she's jumping out, and like, here it is. And I'm like, oh, God, there it is. The water towers and just it was
awesome.
It was. I felt like I drove all over Georgia, but
Can it chase Paranormal Investigations Gale TV? That's a really long name. I'm sorry. Hey, you two, love your channel, and I'm a big Lost fan too. Sad it's the last season.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm finally settling in and just riding it out, paying attention. But I'm enjoying it.
He's enjoying it because he's like finally starting to get answers to some things.
Yes.
So he's enjoying it a lot more.
My favorite episode so far.
Ricardo.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's my number one. I'd like to know what your favorite episode is. For me, so far, it has been Ricardo.
Will No Way Home be on YouTube? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It will be made available, obviously, on Patreon right away when we watch it. So we'll watch it in a live reaction. That will let you guys know if you're a patron, you'll be able to get access to that. And then the full reaction will be available later that night or the next day.
Yes.
Now, the full reaction to it probably won't be out right away. So, like, when we watch it, it might be a couple weeks. It just depends on how long it takes to edit it, because it's kind of an extra thing. But it will go up on YouTube probably at some point in March.
See, yeah, what we try to do is work our schedule and then work in the extra editing on movies and whatnot, because it's lengthy. It really is. I don't even touch it because it's so lengthy.
Let's see.
I was reading Cavey.
If you guys like Train to Busan, then you would definitely love Kingdom and All of Us Are Dead. Hope you watch them.
I have heard of Kingdom.
We loved the movie Train to Busan.
Yes.
Loved that movie. And
it was one of the movies
we
that
were disappointed that we watched it without reacting to it.
Guys,
because
we were like...
we loved it so much that we wanted to share it with you guys.
Might have been our best reaction off camera ever, because, like, we were into it.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah.
It was such a good movie. Let's see. It's a shame. Oh, okay. I was just reading through some of these. Are you guys still reacting to Peaky Blinders? Toyota Tim, yes, we are. Actually, in about a half hour, we are going to be live reacting to the last 2 episodes of season 5.
To be caught up with you.
To be caught up with you guys.
Yeah.
We're actually starting here in about a half hour.
Excited.
Live reaction.
Yes.
If you want to watch us, come be a patron and come watch us live react to it.
What I'm not going to like, Lacey, is the fact
that we have to wait.
Yeah. Now we're on to where they're at. So
yeah.
Excited. We love Tommy. We love the character. Everything about that show is so good. And if you haven't seen it, don't let the name fool you. Go watch it. There's a reason it's called the Peaky Blinders, but just watch it. It incorporates a lot, and I think most would enjoy it.
Andy's saying, Steve, rewatch Lost someday. You will be less lost and see some of the hints they've woven in throughout. And I'm pretty sure Steve already plans on doing a rewatch.
Well, there's a couple people that have seen it, and Mark, for instance, has watched it over 40 times.
Right.
40, not once or even 10 times, but 40 times, and he's. I miss it. He's in a different time zone, like, completely. So sometimes he doesn't get over. But some of the information he's given me and shown me throughout this, non-spoil related, so cool. Like, yeah, there's a lot that you would miss on maybe even 10 rewatches.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Let's see. Armani is asking, have we ever seen The Wire? No, we have not.
Mm-mm.
And we have. That was almost on our poll. If I'm remembering correctly, it was very close to being on the poll.
Some of the shows that me and Lacey have heard about that we haven't seen. There's been some, like Midnight Mass. Why am I going blank? Just quite a few shows.
When will Ozark be on YouTube? Ozark will be up on YouTube. It's going to be replacing our main show, which is Lost right now.
First.
So once we finish up with Lost, we only have very few episodes left, like 7 or 8, something like that episodes left. Once that concludes, we're going to have a little break in between, probably 2 weeks, and then Ozark will be replacing that on the schedule.
But we're also bringing back Fear of the Walking Dead as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is very important because a lot of the times this gets missed in conversation. We assume but I just want to say
it'll be available on Patreon first. So keep this in mind. Patreon gets content way before YouTube gets content. So Fear the Walking Dead, we're gonna be starting it back up again. It'll be available on Patreon, but then once The Walking Dead concludes for the second part, that's when we'll be editing it down, and it'll be replacing The Walking Dead.
Right.
On the YouTube schedule. So, but if you guys don't want to wait that long, obviously you can become a patron and watch it whenever. But
I'm just excited about The Walking Dead coming back, and obviously it's going to be season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead that we'll be reacting to when we come back online. But we'll have some in the can to be able to be working on that series as well. Excited.
Jeffrey Jones asked, were we planning on doing What If, or did we watch it on our own? Steve did watch one episode of What If on DCR, and I didn't watch it with him. I was editing while he was watching it, and that reaction is available on Patreon as well to that pilot episode. But I can tell you from the little I saw of it that I'm not going to be interested in it. That's just my opinion. And I don't think Steve was 100% convinced either.
To be honest with you, for me, and I want to be real honest, because I don't know that it works reaction-wise for me, and I don't think she would be into it and doing it with me, so that kind of that's kind of a twofer on that. I do want to watch it, but it probably won't be on YouTube. It'll probably be in our community,
like in a watch party or some sort.
We love to do that.
Yeah, we do love watch parties. Okay, let's see what other questions we have on here.
If we don't get to your question, make sure you repost it so we can try and see it at times. But yeah.
Yeah. I was watching some older reactions. What happened to Hope Amazing Happens to You?
I say it all the time, don't I?
Yeah, he does say it at the end of every video.
Might have got chopped on that one.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's weird. Because I do mean it. That's one of my favorite things to say. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We should react to The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. Never heard of that.
No, whatsoever.
But keep it in mind. But yeah,
have you thought about watching Daredevil? Okay. As far as Daredevil, I know that is something I definitely want to watch personally. I don't know when we. I don't know when.
The Punisher and Daredevil.
With everything coming back and everything, we want to do it, but we can't
promise when, with 2022, we have a lot of shows coming back this year. We have a lot of stuff new that we're starting this year, like House of Dragon and
Westworld.
There's
Ozark.
The Last of Us show that I want to watch. There's a lot of new shows that we're starting this year that I don't know if we can fit that into the schedule, at least not for YouTube right away, at least not for this year. Maybe at some point in the future, and maybe a Patreon only thing. Maybe we'll have to see how that works, but definitely something that in the future, maybe not this year, but in the future, we can get to. We definitely want to watch it. We just have so much other, we have such a jam-packed schedule.
We're going to be busy. There's content going to be flying, but good questions.
Yeah.
I do want to answer them honestly, and that is something that I know me and Lacey both want to see, but we just don't know if we can promise it within, it could be 8 months down the road. It might be a year from now. I just don't know when certain shows are coming back, but we do have new content being squeezed in as well. So
we have to be careful about what new shows we add.
And I'm sure other reactors, maybe, they may be fighting the same thing, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming back, and they still don't, they may be running out of a show like we are on the 100, and Lost, and Better Call Saul just ran out. So a lot of things are opening, yet we're starting to fill quick.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Let's see.
The Walking Dead. Oh, I'm glad you asked that. We've been talking about it, and we're excited. It's going to be on Lacey's birthday. When we're going to be reacting live to it.
We'll get to watch the first episode a week early.
Right.
Because of AMC premiere.
Right.
So we'll get to watch that on the 14th, but on the 21st we'll be watching the second episode.
Right.
Live reacting. Now you guys will get those on the day they come out. Like I usually put them up on Sunday evening, so right when they come out, basically you guys can see our reaction to it because we get to watch it a week early.
Yeah,
so.
we try to get to those very quick because those are, let's be honest, The Walking Dead is fun.
It's fun. Fun times.
I like to read the comments. I like, and keep in mind, when we finish these reactions, we're in a live room, and then we can just talk, and there's stuff that people picks up, and
it's so fun.
It is.
And that's one of the benefits that, joining our live reactions is. One of the benefits of that is just talking about the episode and talking about everything together.
There's times we'll get done and we'll go back onto the screen and say, go back to 10 minutes and 56. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And then we're like, Lacey caught something in one of the episodes.
Yeah, on the board where it said Heath.
Yes.
It said his name Heath. So I was like, oh.
Yep.
Somebody's looking for him.
Yep.
Or he's there. I don't know how that works. But yeah. Ooh, good times.
Yes. It's always fun to get those little, still hoping for Debbie Does Dallas. Whatever. Oh.
That's when we start our OnlyFans, which we're not starting. I'm just joking, but when we start our OnlyFans, we'll react to that. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, Vikings Valhalla.
Valhalla.
That one, I haven't heard much about it. I didn't know when it was dropping or anything. We haven't had time to catch up on Vikings yet. But we obviously loved that show.
Yes, we did.
And I don't know that we'll be reacting to it when it comes out because, like I said, this year is so crazy. But at some point, for sure. If not in a watch party, if not
our main
Patreon
staple
only.
shows we like to follow to the end now. And there is some shows that we'd like to get to, and yeah, it's just about timing and being able to schedule. How when does this run out and when can we start this? Or So, stay tuned. This year is going to be exciting for all of us, and especially with other reactors, I'm sure the same. When we start getting these dates, we'll be able to convey to you, look, I think we can do this on this night, and boom. But yeah, I'm excited about this.
I know our movie nights also are going to include a wide variety of stuff. So you guys heard that we already plan on watching Lord of the Rings. So that's going to be our first 3 movies. After that, we're going to have
we may do Jurassic Park. We may do
Disney Pixar movies.
Yes.
A whole array of things because Steve has not seen a lot of stuff. I've seen, I'd say, a lot more than Steve, but a lot less than maybe the average person. So we have a lot to choose from, and we're going to have a wide array of content, and especially over on Patreon. So.
Yep. And I'm super excited. About the 2 new shows, Lacey. Westworld.
Westworld and Ozark.
And Ozark. Oh my God, the first pilot episode. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Those 2 climbed to our list pretty high.
Yeah.
But it was real close with some other shows that we watched the pilot on as well.
Yes.
Which we're getting to them. We're gonna get to them.
Yeah.
They all look good. They all look good.
They all look really good. I'm really excited about this year.
Yeah.
We've got so much new stuff coming out. We are going to have to cut this live stream a little bit short now because we're going to go over and start preparing for our live reactions of Peaky Blinders, the finale tonight, Lost, and The 100. We've got a big schedule tonight. we want to see you guys come over and join us so that you can see us.
And if you're at work,
live
we're going to
react.
be doing this for a while. Hop in.
Yeah.
The link will be there. You'll be able to come in and see us, talk to us, get to know the crew. Great array of people from young to old and everywhere in between. It's a very, very fun bunch of people. And I also want to thank Rachel.
Yes.
She is our manager. She is an amazing person. Please make sure you say hi to Rachel, and she has done amazing.
She is in the comments.
Absolutely cares about everything, and Jordan Drake as well, and all the mods for everything you do and everything that you've been handling with us here recently, cleaning up the Discord, getting everything beautiful. Michael, everybody, thank you. This is what the community is about. This channel runs because of our moderators.
Yes.
And our team
100%.
and us, supporting them and them loving us. So thank you, and to everyone here on YouTube that follows us, come join. There's always room in this house.
We definitely want to see you guys come join our Patreon. Obviously, if that's not something that you are willing to work into your budget, or if you can't work it into your budget, we totally understand, and that's what YouTube is for.
We just want to meet you.
We just want to talk to you, as many of you guys as possible. So
yeah.
If you guys are able to, and if you guys want to show your support, come on over to Patreon. You guys will get so much content over there, and you'll get to see us, and you'll get to talk to us, and we're doing something every night over there, you guys.
And
every
we have
single
a
night.
Huge snowstorm coming in tonight. We're talking 10 plus
so
inches here in Illinois.
we'll probably be in Zoom pretty much all night, probably. Yeah. I foresee that happening.
I don't see where we're going with 10 to whatever inches coming. We're probably not going anywhere. So come on over, have a good time. We absolutely enjoy every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes.
Come over and visit us on Patreon. We're live almost every night, talking to people, just having fun. Come join.
Yeah, and we love each and every one of you, and we wouldn't be here without you. We love you, and we hope you all have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you. Until next time when we go live. Peace out.